We've all stood at the edge of a playground, watching our kids freeze up, just wishing we could walk over and nudge them into the group. It's painful to watch them stay on the sidelines.
It's the ultimate parental anxiety, isn't it? The urge to just give them a push and force them into the mix.
Exactly, because if you don't, they're just going to keep sitting there alone. What else can you do?
That's the exact trap most of us fall into. Today, I'm going to reveal why pushing fails every time, and I'll provide the exact step-by-step framework to teach social skills like a hard science, so you can help your child master these connections naturally. We tell them, just go say hi, tell them you want to play, but honestly, that is setting them up for failure.
Is it really? You're saying we should just ignore it when they're struggling? That sounds like we're teaching them to be antisocial.
Not at all. It's about realizing that social ability isn't a personality trait. It's a hard skill, like math or swimming. And you wouldn't expect a kid to solve a complex equation without teaching them how to add first, right?
I see your point. But adding isn't exactly the same as walking up to a kid you don't know.
Exactly. It's not the same, and that's where most of us go wrong. We're expecting them to play like pros before they've even learned to observe.
So you're saying there's a gap, like they're skipping steps?
Exactly. Social development is a ladder. Before they can collaborate, they have to learn to watch. It starts with solo play, then moves to parallel play, and only then, usually by age 4 or 5, do they get to that collaborative play we're all so desperate for them to have.
4 or 5? That feels late. I mean, we sent them to preschool at 3. Are you saying they're not even ready to socialize yet?
Think about the playground. 2-year-olds play alone. By 2.5, they're just observing. They stand there, watching, absorbing the rules. Georgia is doing this right now, just staring at other kids in the sandbox. And people think she's shy, but she's actually learning.
Okay, so they're learning by watching. But as a parent, it's hard to just stand there. It feels like they're wasting time.
It's not wasting time, Frank. It's building the foundation. If you want to help them, don't force interaction. Use narrative guiding.
Narrative guiding? What does that even look like at the park?
You just narrate what you see. Look, those 2 kids are taking turns with the truck. Or see how they're lining up? You're giving them a mental map of how the world works.
And that's it? Just talking? Does that actually help when they're ready to move to the next stage? Like when they're sitting in the same sandbox but ignoring each other?
That's the parallel play phase, and it's critical. To level up from there, you need to build joint attention. Can they focus on the same thing as you?
Like pointing at a book?
Exactly. Whether it's a picture in a book or a bug on the ground. If you can't get them to look at what you're looking at, you can't have a conversation.
Okay, that makes sense. So how do we actually drill that?
Start with eye contact. In our house, if I call the kids, I don't just talk. I wait until I have their gaze. And then we play games like rolling a ball back and forth, explicitly saying, Mama's turn, your turn. It sounds simple, but it stops the grabby behavior before it even starts.
All right, so we've got the foundation, but what about the older ones? Like when they're ready to actually join a group, but they're terrified of being told no. Kimberly had that exact meltdown last week.
Exactly, because we've been teaching them to ask, can I play? That is the worst thing they can say. It's an invitation to be rejected.
So what's the alternative? Just walk in and start grabbing toys? That's going to cause a fight.
No, it's interest-based entry. Don't ask to join. Just comment on what they're doing. Say, wow, that castle you're building is incredible. Or, does that shovel actually move?
Oh, I see. You're becoming part of the scene before you're actually a player.
Exactly. Or offer a new element. Hey, you guys are playing doctor? I can be the nurse. You're bringing value to their game.
You know, that actually makes a lot of sense. It stops the rejection before it can even happen.
It's not a magic trick, Frank. It's just giving them the right tools. If we practice these scripts at home, greeting, asking for help, even handling a no, When they're actually out there, they won't be scared anymore. They'll be ready.
It's funny. I spent so much time worrying about whether they'd be popular or not, I forgot they just needed a playbook.
Exactly. Don't worry about the outcome. Just focus on the practice.
And maybe I'll stop being that guy at the park, hovering over their shoulders, waiting for them to fail.
That would be a good start. Look, social skills aren't built in a day. It's a process. But if you start with the foundation, the rest will follow. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments. What's the biggest social hurdle your child is facing right now? Let's talk about it. And don't forget to save this so you can rewatch those practice scripts when you really need them.